Okay, here we go, guys. WongaNS versus Teamwork and Tactics on Vale. You can see Teamwork and Tactics starting down in subsector. We got Wonga as the Marines in control. Three of Wonga's Marines, Malice, my own, I always call him Alice. Malice, my own, and Izo in Skylights building that up. And Total Dang and Leech over in Topographical. Law giving a little bit of harassment there. We see Teamwork and Tactics has already assisted straight into Nanogrid as they normally do. Retry building up what looks like a nice, getting Hydras right here on the ceiling, building a nice little tower for him right there. We're seeing Malice over here in West Junction trying to shoot off Ink. Meanwhile, he's trying to back up Izo, who's moving into Overlook. On the other side, we got Leech and Total Dang moving out from Topographical into East Junction. Syschain cut in Overlook by Izo and Malice. And now we got my own running back into control. And now Malice, Izo in West Junction alone with the blueprints down for the power and the RT. I don't think we've... Oh, yeah, sorry. I was about to say I don't think we've seen First Blood yet, but I saw Ink dead over there on Teamwork and Tactics. And now look at that. These guys get cleaned up. Malice and Izo get cleaned up in Overlook by Cognito. My own now coming down through West Junction, so this is not going to get built. No harassment yet on the Skylights RT. We got Leech coming down into C12, trying to get some positioning. And there we go, fast phase gates for Wonga. Now, if Teamwork and Tactics can actually grab RTs and hold RTs throughout this game, obviously that's going to bring out the fades around the 8-minute mark, and they'll be able to be in really good position if Wonga is by tech-wise not prepared for those fades to come out. So if they're not at Armor 2, Weapons 2, Shotguns, which is ideal. I mean, you can be at Armor 2, Weapons 1, and Shotguns researching, and done. But ideal is Shotguns, Weapons 2, Armor 2 to counter those fades. Obviously, that's not a hard counter, as in it's not going to work all the time, because at the end you can get the tech, but if your team members suck at shooting, then it doesn't matter how much tech you have. It's just not going to matter. Law over in C12 biting this RT. We're seeing that a Wonga getting down in pipeline with that phase gate they just put up, trying to hold the bottom right of the map. Inkzor getting shot off that RT in Skylights. We're seeing Law taking down the one in the RT in C12. Looks like he's going to get that. Total Dang is going to be a little bit too late. Phase gate now up between the main base and pipeline. RT now being built up, back up in Topographical, and one shell now has been dropped by Teamwork and Tactics to get that upgrade. 2 shells now have been completed. I believe the third one may be on its way. Ink now in Overlook against Izo and Malice as he comes in there, and he's going to back off. Definitely has to. And he's fighting them in a very tight hallway right now. This is probably not the best position for a Skulk to fight, but maybe he just baited in there. Look at that split there. Malice letting Izo go in alone. Izo realizing that and coming back to Malice. Ink still on the ceilings, trying to get some parasites in. And Bonkern's coming around the corner, throwing Gorge Spit out there, nailing Izo, 29%. He backs off. Now Leechor and Onzor mining up pipeline. Izo taking down Ink. Retry taking down Izo. And there goes the blueprint there in Overlook. Alright, so now we have in Topographical Total Dang putting a mine right here to blow up in some poor Skulk's face. Nice, hitting all the nice areas here that Skulks like to pass through East Junction. Now Teamwork and Tactics moving into Cargo, through into the Dome. Now, I'm trying to see just on this big overview map here the positioning that Teamwork and Tactics and Wonga are both trying to do at this point. We see Cognito and Retry. These guys were going to engage those Marines there in C12, but it looks like they're going to divert here to Pipeline to try to get this guy out of here, and Myone is in trouble. He phases through to save himself. Great job. Nice mine kill there by Leech as well. It looks like Teamwork and Tactics is going to rely on their skills as Skulks to try to take down this phase gate, and it just does not work. Wonga responding perfectly to that push here in Pipeline, so that is not going to go down, but Teamwork and Tactics does know that that threat is there. Wonga sucking on 5 RTs right now, while Teamwork and Tactics is getting their 5th one up right now. 36 res on about 4 of their aliens. So in just a few minutes here, they can go fade, and I mean, probably about a minute and a half or so here. Nice kill there by Malice over Ink with his pistol here in Skylights. The game may change here when Teamwork and Tactics rolls out these fades in the next few minutes. Armor 1 is about half done. Wonga is not, like, they do not have the tech to assist with these guys. Oh my god, Leech in cargo while this cargo hive was just dropped. Great job there by Sky Ice, taking out Leechor, but they do know that that hive is there. There's the upgrade to Advanced Armory. I don't know about that. Upgrading to Advanced Armory this early without any upgrades. You're only going to have Armor 1 against these Fades who are now, they can go Fade. They're all at 41 right now. This could be a bad decision for Wonga, relying on those heavy weapons. Now, they could be opening that up to drop down a prototype lab to get early jets, but I don't know. That may be too far off. This game may be over by then if the Fades really do roll through them like crazy. Izo now in C12 vent gets taken out, but before he takes out another Skulk there with a mine that he placed in front of him. Sky Ice going down to a mine there in Skylights. Alright, now Law and Skylights all respawning here. We got Leechor back in cargo. Killing... Oh, wow. That's a great job. I mean, they're killing the Drifter here in cargo, which is building that hive. They're really delaying this hive. Now, we're seeing the first Fade on the field in the form of Sky Ice. Second and third, Ink and Law. Cognito can go Fade as well. He may wait. I think I've seen him actually wait for Onos, which is... pretty close. I mean, it's only 13 or so res away. And with 4 extractors, it's not that bad. Robotics Factory was dropped in the main base to allow these turrets to be built. Great job there, up against the side with the sentry battery in front of them. So they can fire and save this base this way. Now that these Fades are out on the field, they move back into cargo to get healed. Shotguns are now almost completed, so they're going to have shotguns and armor 1. I mean, really going to rely on the accuracy. I mean, I think Hip Hynips, which is Wonga's commander. I think he's really relying on his team's ability to connect shots. And Law and Ink going after Izo here in C12. I mean, just look how fast he's going to go down with that Armor 1. Armor 2 finally going up. So if Teamwork and Tactics wants to make a move at this point, then they're really going to need to make a move now before that Armor 2 comes out. Because Shotgun's already out. Now, Armor 2, Shotguns, Weapons 1... that's okay. You know, it's not ideal, but it's okay. You can still work with that if you're a really good shot and you have Marines with really good accuracy. But right now, Armor 2 is about halfway done. If they're going to start ruining Wonga's day, they need to start doing it now. Total Dang, Izo, and... oh, no, just Total Dang and Izo moving into the dome with this blueprint down there for the RT. Ink taking down an extractor over there in Topographical with that Fade pack. Leech and Malice coming in through Skylights to try to get Retry off their RT. 48% there. Retry does take them down. Oh, both of them down, and they had shotguns. That's awesome. So Retry now 30% on this RT in Skylights, and these Fades are moving around like crazy. Armor 2 is almost done. These Fades got to make a move at some point. Otherwise, it's just going to be a little bit harder to take down these Marines with Armor 2. Spur now has been completed since the cargo hive now has been dropped, so he's dropping spurs like crazy to get the celerity upgrade and adrenaline. And now these 4 fades splitting off here at West Junction, trying to blow up mines with blinking over them. Malice now alone in there. Armor 2 still not done. Prototype lab now has been completed. We might see Jet soon, and here comes Teamwork and Tactics into control. Armor 2 now has been completed. Let's see what they can do. Oh my goodness. Fades all on half health. Great shots there by Wonga to try to get him out there, but Wonga's economy is really struggling. Let's take a look at this map. Map here. 8 RTs lost for Wonga versus just 1 Harvester for Teamwork and Tactics. Resources 460 to 462. That's not where you want to be as Marines. 26 to 28. So in terms of engagements, we're seeing that Teamwork and Tactics, I mean, they're eking out a little bit ahead, just 2 kills ahead, so not that much to make a big difference there. But there goes the upgrades for the fades. They're getting their spur upgrades there. And here comes Retry as a Gorge supporting Law and Ink as they go into utility. Wow, explosions all over the place. Great mine placement here. And Ink might get tagged. 29%. Oh, I thought Leech was actually going to get him. So close. So close. So these fades really got to be careful now. I mean, Wonga has done a really good job at this point stopping Teamwork and Tactics from completely rolling them with this fade ball. Now that could be, you know, their accuracy. The thing is you see these fades coming in here with Teamwork and Tactics, and then right away they're down to half health, and they just get out of there. So really good job there. Umbra now has been completed by Teamwork and Tactics, so someone may go lurk. Retry actually is already a lurk. Exoskeletons have been researched. And I do not see an Onos saver here on Teamwork and Tactics side. So this could be really interesting. Izo on the Marine side has 46 P-Res. Great job there by Retry getting that Umbra cloud there. Umbra, if you don't know, reduces the damage by 1/3. Combine that with any shots that are missed, and the damage mitigation is incredible. And a really good lurk who actually knows that they're a support unit and not a frontline unit. To you puppers out there, they can really help and keep their team alive. Great job here. Teamwork and Tactics keeping Wonga really low on resources, but those Exos are about to get done soon. Seeing Izo can grab a single minigun or a railgun. Great job here, Retry umbering this entire area, and Marines dropping left and right from Wonga. Armor 3 now starting. Oh! And we see Sky Eyes has gone down in this fight in Pipeline. They also lose their Gorge. But this base is gone. So combine that with all the resource loss from the buildings that they lost in this, and combine that with also their foothold on the map. Was that worth a fade death? Maybe. I mean, I would say this was maybe an even, but with these Exos now that may come out, and now we see Izo as a single minigun Exo coming out. That, I don't know. I mean, with low res, I mean, you're kind of thinking, okay, should I wait the extra 10 res to get a dual minigun? Also, you need 20 team res to research the dual minigun. I mean, but it's a pretty quick research. It's about a minute. Izo, Myon, and Leech now coming down through East Junction, taking a detour into Nano. And we're seeing that Teamwork and Tactics have now assisted in there, and they dropped the Hive in Pipeline. They have complete map control right now. This is their game to lose. But I mean, they're doing so well right now that I cannot see Wonga coming back. Now, if they do take out this Exo, and look at that, they're letting them do it. They're letting them take out Nano because they know that no one's in the base, and also if they beacon, then they know that no one's going to be healing that poor Exo. And here we go, Retry putting Umbra all over the place here in control. Teamwork and Tactics, they swarm in. There we go. Now, they need to get to that Exo. now. They need to get to that EXO now. You see Sky Eye still on the arms lab there in control. He gets off, and these guys are hunting. Teamwork and Tactics is hunting for this EXO, and Izo is trying. Oh my gosh, let's get the view from Izo. He is trying to get out of here, and no, they find him! They find him! They know he doesn't have any support, and there we go! It looks like he is running for his life, and he is gone! Great job, Teamwork and Tactics, with that move! Knowing that they needed to force a beacon, and that was Wonga's only way to save that base. I mean, if they didn't beacon, there was no way they were going to save that base. Oh, great job. And they take out that EXO, so beautifully timed. And now Wonga is shut back in their base. I just called a person Alice. I called him Alice on my last cast of Wonga for like the entire match until someone in chat was like, it's Malice. Alright, now all of them are here. Here comes the beacon. They lose that forward momentum that they had in system waypointing. And they are moving up now with their upgrades. Is that Weapons 1 upgrading? Okay, well then, that was my bad. They never had Weapons 1 this entire game, because Weapons 1 is upgrading right now. And there's the good game from Wonga, knowing that it was over. They could not hold. Great job, Teamwork and Tactics. That was a beautiful play. You know, don't get the EXO, head on with support. Get him alone. Somehow get all his support away and just tag him alone.